Exclusive breaking news for Manchester United and their fans. Bruno Fernandes has decided to reject the proposal from Al-Hilal. Despite the crazy salary, a crazy contract proposal discussed in the recent weeks, my understanding is that Bruno decides to say no to Al-Hilal. Despite crazy money, he wants to continue playing in Europe on the highest stage and not moving to Saudi Arabia. This is the answer of Bruno Fernandes. So Bruno says no to Al-Hilal in a big decision made overnight.
In a week that shook the football world, two moments made headlines across the globe. Bruno Fernandes just rejected a mind-blowing €350 million offer from Al-Hilal to stay in Europe, proving that legacy still matters more than money. And on the other side, Lamine Yamal, Barcelona's 17-year-old wonderkid, fired a bold message to Dembélé ahead of their Nations League showdown, a duel many believe will decide the next Ballon d'Or. From loyalty to rivalry, from Saudi fortunes to European glory, this is football at its most intense. If you're passionate about the game, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the drama.
Me gustaría recalcar que toda la gente se preocupa por a quién le voy a dar el Balón de Oro. Yo le daría el Balón de Oro solo por cómo ha defendido en esta final al señor Ousmane Dembélé. Eso es liderar un equipo desde la humildad, eso es liderar un equipo desde el liderazgo y creo sinceramente que se merece el Balón de Oro sin ninguna duda, no solo por los títulos conseguidos, no solo por los goles, sino por cómo ha presionado, lo ha hecho toda la temporada, pero excepcionalmente en esta final.
As world football undergoes major shifts, with Saudi clubs offering astronomical contracts and a new generation rising to challenge established stars, two names are dominating headlines. Bruno Fernandes, who turned down a massive offer from Al-Hilal, and Lamine Yamal, who's not only a top contender for the Ballon d'Or, but also fired shots at rival Ousmane Dembélé ahead of a decisive showdown. Portuguese midfielder Bruno Fernandes stunned the football world by rejecting a mind-blowing offer reportedly worth €350 million over 3 years from Saudi Arabian giants Al-Hilal. The deal included a weekly salary of approximately £700,000, plus bonuses and a hefty signing fee. Despite the massive financial appeal, the Manchester United captain chose to stay in Europe, prioritizing elite competition. According to journalist Fabrizio Romano, the decision came after meetings between Fernandes' agent Miguel Pino and Al-Hilal representatives in Saudi Arabia. Bruno wants to continue competing at the highest level, even with Manchester United out of European competitions next season, a source close to the player revealed. In the 2024-25 season, Fernandes played 36 matches, scored 8 goals, and provided 10 assists, maintaining strong averages of 2.72 key passes and 2.77 shots per game. Under new manager Ruben Amorim, Fernandes remains a cornerstone of the squad, alongside names like Diogo Dalot and recent signing Matheus Cunha. While Bruno Fernandes stays loyal to European football,
does it feel significant that he said that he still wants to be there, firstly, for the draw of Manchester United, but also maybe that he has, we've talked about those above the manager, saved them a tricky decision as to whether to cash in or not, because he said, no, I want to stay, so the bid doesn't really matter?
Yeah, look, I don't think anybody has doubted his commitment to Manchester United over the last few years, Bruno Fernandes. He plays every single week, he hardly misses a game, he's consistent, his chances created, his goals, his assists have been sensational. And the fact that he wants to stay, the fact that he wants to sort of go through this and come out the other side, because it would have been easy for him at the end of this season to say, look, I'm done here. There will have been a huge amount of money on the table for him to go over to Saudi. But the fact that he's stayed, I think, will endear himself towards Manchester United fans even more. And even towards me. I mean, obviously I'm a United fan, but the idea that to turn that money down and at a point where Manchester United are at their lowest ebb and say, no, I want to fight through this, I want to see it through the other side, I want to come out and achieve things, I think says a lot about him as a person, as a character. And I think United fans will warm to that, because at this moment in time the club needs people who are going to run through a brick wall for them, and I think the decision he's made this morning, or it feels like he's made this morning, I think that's something that will become apparent.
a symbolic battle is unfolding between two players from different generations. Lamine Yamal, the 17-year-old Spanish sensation, and Ousmane Dembélé, the seasoned French star and Champions League winner with PSG. According to European media, The 2025 Ballon d'Or may hinge on the outcome of the Spain versus France semi-final in the UEFA Nations League. But Lamine Yamal doesn't entirely agree with that narrative. The Ballon d'Or should be awarded based on the whole season, but people want it decided in a single match. If that's what they want, then let's decide it on Thursday, said Yamal, calling out Dembélé. And the youngster has the stats to back up his claim. He finished the season with 18 goals, 25 assists, and 3 major titles: La Liga, Copa del Rey, and Spanish Super Cup with Barcelona.
Si tú votaras al Balón de Oro, ¿qué votarías?
¿Yo?
¿Al mejor jugador durante el año o al que ha ganado el partido del jueves?
Es que el partido del jueves es un partido gordo.
Pero el premio es al mejor jugador del año.
Es que el año también es el jueves.
Entonces, cada uno... Yo confío en que ganemos el jueves. Pero ganemos o no ganemos, yo votaría al mejor jugador del año. Porque si el jueves no está, nos pasa algo a mí o a Dembélé, entonces a quién votas. A otro que juegue el domingo. Es que, no sé, yo soy de los que vota al mejor jugador del año. Pero si la gente quiere jugarse al jueves, pues jugamos al jueves.
¿Tú a quién votas?
Al mejor jugador del año.
¿Y quién es?
Pero me guardo para mí.
¿Te da vergüenza decir que para ti, a lo mejor tú eres el mejor jugador del año?
No,
O sea, ¿crees
pero-
que la gente no está preparada? Esto era lo que le pasaba a Cristiano, ¿sabes? Que lo decía y luego la gente decía, joder, qué tío más chulo y tal. Pero tú a lo mejor piensas que mereces ese trofeo.
No, pero es que al final no pienso en el trofeo, no pienso en si voy a ganar, porque yo creo que te irá mal si piensas en necesito el Balón de Oro, tengo que ganar el Balón de Oro, no, piensas en jugar, en ganar y llegará. Al final, si yo el año que viene gano la Champions y el Mundial, pues llegará. Si este año pasa lo que pasa, pues llegará. Entonces yo creo que es disfrutar y que llegue cuando tenga que llegar.
In their last direct encounter, Yamal scored a stunning goal as Spain beat France 2-1 in the Euro 2024 semi-final. On the other side, Dembélé enjoyed a stellar season with 33 goals, 13 assists, and 3 trophies: Ligue 1, Coupe de France, and the UEFA Champions League. Though he didn't score in the final against Inter Milan, he was instrumental throughout the tournament with 8 goals and 6 assists in 15 UCL matches. Speaking at a golf event in Catalonia, Pep Guardiola shared his thoughts on the Ballon d'Or race. In 2024, he had backed Rodri to win the award, which the Spanish midfielder ultimately did, and now sees Yamal as a serious contender. Of course, Lamine Yamal can be a candidate like Dembélé. It always goes to the most deserving. For someone to be nominated at 17 is incredible, said the Manchester City boss. While Yamal and Dembélé are seen as frontrunners, other names are still in the mix. Mohamed Salah, for his key role in Liverpool's Premier League title win, and Rafinha, who had standout performances for Barcelona, are considered outside contenders. But the general consensus is that the Ballon d'Or will go to whoever comes out on top in the Spain versus France showdown, with Bruno Fernandes reaffirming his loyalty to elite European football, turning down one of the most lucrative contracts in history, and Lamine Yamal boldly challenging established stars like Dembélé. The 2025 football season is being defined by ambition, courage, and integrity. Whether it's the experienced star refusing to trade glory for gold, or the teenage prodigy breaking records and defying expectations, the coming weeks promise drama both on and off the pitch. And one thing is certain: the future of football is unfolding before our eyes, and it's anything but ordinary.